Hey guys, and welcome to your week 12 launch for U.S. history. This week we will be going into a little bit more detail with the Constitution simulation, and hopefully you guys will start to submit some more. To recap our progress so far, the American History Mythbusters project was due on October 17th, so we're approaching a month late now, and only 5 of you have submitted. So if you are behind and you are not one of the 5 that submitted, make sure you are just submitting the final product at this point. Don't submit the checkpoints because the checkpoints are more to get your feedback from me and from your other instructors. So because it is so far past due now, I'm not going to be providing feedback on those. So just go straight to the final product and submit that. I will grade it, and then hopefully you can do better and get back on pace and get feedback for the next project. The focus areas, you should have completed the Revolutionary America and the U.S. Constitution focus area, and there are 6 of you that have not even attempted either of those yet. So that's really not a good number. Most of you have been in this course since the very beginning of the year, so there's at this point just no excuse to have not even tried. You have to put forth a little bit more effort in the virtual world. If you're going to be successful in cyber school, you have to try hard. This is not easy. If you thought it was going to be an easy out to go to cyber school, that's not really accurate. So make sure you're putting forth more effort, because we are approaching the halfway point of the year, and some of you have really done nothing. So please reach out to me. What do you need help with? I can't just automatically, I can't be the only one trying to guess what's wrong. So if there's something you need more help with or more instruction, you have to reach out and let me know. And you can do that. Message me in the summit. You can send me a hangout, send me an email, call the school, but please reach out. Attendance. In order to get perfect attendance each week, you need to complete the weekly instructional launches, which is this video you're listening to right now. You need to submit work on 5 days a week or end the week on pace. So I'd like to give a shout out to Haley, Christian, Madison, and Jocelyn for your perfect attendance last week, and also welcome Jocelyn to the U.S. history course. So make sure you guys are remembering to do the weekly launches and working really, really hard to get caught up. So if you are one of the ones that's significantly behind at this point, if you want perfect attendance, you just have to try harder, bottom line. The Constitutional Convention project, we already kind of went into this last week too. This is a pretty short project. There's not many checkpoints. You're going to be choosing one of the roles to play. So you're going to be providing the opinions on slavery, about the U.S. Constitution, and a couple other issues. And again, this is not your opinion. You are pretending to be from the perspective of somebody who was actually at the Constitutional Convention. So Benjamin Franklin, James Madison, those kind of people in American history. And you need to be using the resources that are there. If you click into the Constitutional Convention project, it will outline for you exactly who you should pick from. If you would like feedback, please submit the checkpoints no later than November 21st. This project is technically due tomorrow, according to our pace chart. It's due the 14th. So I will give 1 additional week to allow you guys to get caught up, because this is a pretty short project. But again, if you would like feedback, submit the checkpoints by the 21st of November. One of the main skills that you are scored on in history that seems to come in all these projects is argumentative claim. And just to give you an example, I'm going to use Batman. So this is something you might want to refer back to help you. Anytime you're having to provide an argument, this is really what you're being scored on, is your ability to follow this kind of outline. So you want to make a claim, which is a strong argument. My argument is Christian Bale was the most successful Batman. Then you want to provide subclaims or supporting ideas. My subclaim is he was in 3 of the highest grossing Batman movies of all time. Then you support your claims with evidence. So real statistics, data, numbers, quotes. So my evidence would be, according to thenumbers.com, The Dark Knight and The Dark Knight Rises each made over $1 billion in the worldwide box office. Then you want to acknowledge the counterclaim. The counterclaim is what the other side of the argument might be, what other people might say. So I would address that by saying some might argue that Michael Keaton was the best Batman because he was the original. And then I want to refute the counterclaim. So basically come back on what other people are saying and really prove your point again. So I would say while Michael Keaton was the first cinema Batman, he played the role only twice, and Batman Returns made just under 700 million combined in the worldwide box office. So I'm proving my point using evidence of the box office numbers, and that would be a pretty high scoring argumentative claim because I gave my claim, my subclaims, my evidence, and I acknowledged the counterclaim. So this is what you should be doing in all of your essays that you're writing and the different paragraphs that you have to write so far. Again, how can you pass the content assessments? Some of you, again, I think there's 5 or 6 of you that haven't even tried one. So the first thing you want to do is take a diagnostic. You should only take the diagnostic one time because that is only a pretest. It's not for a grade. It is for your information to tell you what you know and what you don't know. What you do not know is what you will then look in the playlist for to try to learn that material. Then once you know all the material and feel comfortable, then you request the content assessment. So I'd like to just take a look at one of the sample screens for a focus area. Once you take a diagnostic, you'll get the information up here in the top right that your most recent diagnostic assessment was taken on that date, and it shows you your results here. So this person got 3 out of 6. Again, that's not a grade. You're not being scored on that. It's for your information. So he knew half the material that's going to be on the test. If he doesn't study anymore and he just requests the content assessment, more than likely he's only going to get half of those questions right because they are built on very similar questions. So what you want to do is go down to the information where it's broken down into objectives. So, and you want to see which ones you got wrong. So these 3 areas here, he got 0 out of 1. So those are the areas that he's going to want to make sure that he studies a lot more when he's going through the playlist because he already shows he knows these ones, so he doesn't need to spend so much time there. So once you feel that you know that information and you can do all of these objectives here and you feel comfortable with these key terms, then request the content assessment. And that is the one that you need an 8 out of 10 that will then be counted for a grade. Week 12 is November 15th to November 21st. According to the PACE chart, you should have completed the Revolutionary America focus area, the U.S. Constitution focus area, and then if you would like an A+ in the course, you need to do the additional focus areas as well. And the only one assigned so far was the civic participation focus area. The third focus area for a grade that is required is due tomorrow, the 14th, and that is the foreign policy focus area. We also have the American History Mythbusters project that was due on October 17th, and the Constitutional Convention project, which is due on the 14th. If you are somebody who has not turned in the Constitutional Convention project yet, you are scored on your oral presentation skills. So in order to do that, I will either need to do a group hangout with you, a video hangout, or a Zoom session where I can just see you read your presentation to me. If you don't want to be face-to-face, that's fine. You can record yourself giving your speech or reading your paragraph through something like Powtoon or another free voice recording app. But make sure that when you turn in your paragraph, you do also need to read it in some way because you are scored on, I believe, 2 cognitive skill areas or for your presentation skills. So if you have any questions on that, please send me a hangout. I do want to quickly look at our PACE chart that's found on the Google Classroom. So I would find today's date, which is the 13th, and that obviously falls in between this range. So what I would do is everything above this line means that I should have done this already. So if I'm to be on PACE, I need to complete this foreign policy in the early republic focus area by tomorrow. I should have these 2 projects completed. I should have all these focus areas completed. Again, it's okay if you're not, but you want to make a genuine effort to try to get caught up as soon as possible. So if you need me, please send me a hangout or an email, call the school, do something, but please reach out and let me know what you need help with because until you reach out to me, I'm just not sure what the problem is. So hopefully I hear from you guys and we have a very productive week. And if not, I will talk to you guys next week.